Where's everybody? Oh, we got crappy resolution on top of that. That's not cool. There we go. Jumped up to 2. How's it going tonight, Blue? Let's get this started. Alright, guys, tonight. Hold on. Try and get that as far out of camera as I can. Marvel Defenders. Just came out the other day. Break is sponsored by Blowout Cards. Thank you to them. So this break ended up being a, we'll call it a super pack break. I forget the exact number. I believe the first 12 picks get 5 packs, and then everybody else gets 6. I believe is how it came out. Haven't had a chance to check any breaks, anything on this. All I saw was that one preview of the Chinese menu autograph. I mean, not the best looking design, but you know, until I see it in hand, I'm not gonna completely kill it. Well, at least there will be a break in about an hour and a half up on YouTube. And as usual for the last 3 months, I've got this nagging cough. Alright, so we have our base card. We'll go through these real quick. Guess this is some sort of a character card. The heroes. Assuming there's probably one for the villains. Oh, crap. I threw the wrapper away. Hold on. I need to be able to put them back in the wrapper. That's a pretty nothing pack, so no big deal. The one thing to remember is that the order you see me open these is not the order they're going to be listed. Here's our first autograph. And it is the Chinese menu. I'm sure they all look the same because, excuse me, the checklist, it says, you know, the marking, so I'm sure it's the same. Chloe Levine as Lexi Raymond. These are stickers. You know, we already knew that. Let's take a quick look here. Let's see, CL 1 in 51, so that's the easiest odds level to get. Something feels a little funky in this one. I'm guessing this is one of those, whatever that die cut looking card is. I think. Something felt a little, guess it was just me. And let's see here. Guess this is a parallel. This one was a bluey purple. And then there was another Heroes, a Luke Cage. So I'll just do this real quick while I jump back up to the checklist. See, there's acetate and gold acetate. Well, this isn't see-through, so I'm guessing that's not acetate. Maybe it just changes color on the borders at a certain point. I don't know. I am pretty far behind on the Netflix shows. Alright, so everything looks pretty basic here. There was a Heroes of Iron Fist. Of course, now that Netflix canceled the shows, which is just amazing. Like everybody says, hopefully they'll pop back up. I can't imagine. I mean, they seem to be popular. They were good shows. See now this one here. Yeah, it must just be the way the map is behind it. Now this one, I don't see anything except for base cards. Here's, I don't know, tell you what, the acetate, I mean, it is straight up an acetate. That's a cool looking card though. So now all that's left is Punisher and Jessica Jones, right? Of course, the fact that I don't even have Netflix, that probably makes it that much harder for me to watch. I watch them on online. There's another acetate. Again, cool card. These wrappers are not being friendly to me. Here's a gold acetate. I think they're numbered at was it 5 or 10? Oh, 13. I thought it said it was numbered at a... Oh no, it says 13. My bad. So... this one is 13 of 13. Card number 31. So saying the article that I had read, I'm pretty sure it said that Punisher was going to be done after it finished this season. There's an acetate. You know, you would think that the shows were popular enough. I mean, I know Netflix had said it was something about the cost to produce them versus the. They didn't actually. I don't think they actually said that they weren't getting enough ratings. It was just that they were ratings versus cost. I'm jumping over to the checklist for a second. So we got the base, the high numbers, which I saw a couple as I was going. So we got autographs, which overall odds are 1 in 25, so that means we're going to get one every other box, roughly. Relics are 1 in 83, so we'll get 2, maybe 3 if we're lucky. So get 1, maybe 2 sketches, 1 back from the dead. So yeah, there's a lot of hard inserts to get. And then here are these easy ones, and we're definitely pulling. It says 1 in 8 packs, but we're definitely getting more than 1 in 8 packs. I'm not keeping track, but I mean it's 120 pack box, so we should be getting 2 to 3, and I think I've already seen 6. So I'm guessing, yeah, there's another one right there. So I'm guessing the odds are off on those, unless one of them was one of those other inserts and I just missed it. But I'll list everything. Now that is one thing, just so everybody knows, and I know everybody knows, we all understand it, everybody's been saying it. Christmas is just a couple days away here, so I'll get things listed as quickly as I can, but you know, it might be a few days. There's an acetate. Because these pack breaks, that's the biggest pain in the butt, is how long it actually takes to list all the packs. Unless nobody cares about the base cards, and I'll only list inserts. Alright, this one's thick, so I'm going to guess it's a relic of some kind. Okay, it's one of these patches. So this is manufactured patch. I don't know, DCDD4. So I'll show you the patch. And then I'll jump over to the checklist and see what exactly is this. Oh, okay. So when I look the overall checklist, when it says Defenders Relics, they're talking about these. So the checklist on Cardboard Connection says 1 in 83 packs. I'm not envious of it either. I've barely been keeping my head above water for the last month. I thought it would just slow down a little bit. You know, everybody's got to save their money for the holidays, but everybody's been going full tilt.
So the box says find excuse me, find one autograph or relic per box. Or excuse me, one autograph or sketch per box. And a relic. So I'm thinking that these cardboard connection odds are all out of whack. I guess I could. My eyes are too crappy to read. Let me try this. See if I can get that to focus on the words. Acetates 1 in 6.66. Oh no, wait a minute. Acetate is 1 in 5. Base card, acetate. Oh, 1 in 666. Base card, acetate, parallel. What the hell? Base set, high series 1 in 4. So they got them all broken down. It's not even worth going through the whole thing. What's up, Russell? There's our autograph. So we ended up with, who do we get here? Yutaka Takauchi as Murakam. Hey Russell, I heard you the first time. Hey, something funny, my wife, her employers are heading to Dubai for vacation. Couldn't tell you anything more than that. Yeah, they're pretty worldly people. They are always going out on trips all over. There's an acetate parallel. There's another acetate. And wait a minute, am I having some sort of a weird brain fart here? Don't you live in Dubai? Am I thinking of something else? Brunei. Oh my god, that's right. Apologies. And I've been mailing you cards for how long now? You know, there's an acetate. So the base cards are a map, and it's supposed to actually interlock into a map. I believe is what they said on the sell sheet. I wonder, that's got to be a pretty big map. Acetate. I'll just chalk it up to exhaustion. Here's one of these slide out cards. That's actually kind of neat. I'll give them that. Got a little rivet in the back. That was Sigourney Weaver. So let's see. Now this one is Back from the Dead. 15 cards in the set, 1 in 200. Again, I'm looking at the checklist on Cardboard Connection. Like I said, I actually have not seen Defenders yet. I'm still behind. I haven't seen. I saw Actually, I didn't see the last season of Daredevil, but I will definitely. I'll get to him eventually. And here's Luke Cage. I wonder, like there's an E there, so does his spell Luke Cage? Jump into the checklist again. So, now the Daredevil we pulled was an N. Well, there's 8 cards to all of them, so they could all spell Defender. Oh, well, there you go. See that? I'm smart. Sometimes. So, I forget, I think you are too, Blue. Both of you were in the Ant-Man and the Wasp break, right? I know you were, Russell. because I remember you posting that you were away for a few days, so you had never logged into the site. Here's our autograph already. Oh, you weren't, Blue? Why did I think you were? You were in one of the other breaks we just did, I thought, besides this one. Elodie Young as Electra. So, more importantly, did you see, you got to give credit when credit's due. Did you see Upper Deck really took care of us on that Ant-Man and Wasp break? With the replacements. I mean, the other wardrobe cards were, you know, they weren't anything, but getting that autograph and 2 decent sketches. There's an acetate. Another acetate. I wonder how much of this they printed. Maybe they have some Iron Man 3 printing plates. I don't know how common his are, but I'd be, I don't know, I mean, just based off the name alone, I'd be happy. I was just about to... So now, in this product, so the high numbers do not have parallels, just the base 100. So, I wonder, if we can kind of get an idea based off of if we get any more of the gold acetates. Yeah, neither have I. I mean, you figure sketches are probably the easiest thing because, you know, they get some late from people. Excuse me for a second. I kept checking at Hemsworth. I can't find... There's a regular acetate. I don't see anything wrong with it, because I thought maybe it might have been a card that somebody sent back in that they turned around and gave out as a replacement. Because to have that card, you know, from the first Thor set, I mean that's a $300-400 card on eBay. Yeah, I don't remember what they gave us when they gave us the replacements from Ragnarok. Acetate. So is everybody ready for the holiday, for Christmas, if you celebrate? Well, that is possible. I didn't think about that. What we got here? Got ourselves Iron Fist 6. Yeah, Russell, you got I don't know about you, Blue, if you have any kids, but your son's what, like 6, right? If I remember correctly, Russell. So you're in the sweet spot of Christmas time. Almost threw that wrapper away. And acetate. Big thing that we yeah, we don't have a chimney either. Here's a D. Alright, so we got a D and an and a couple of E's. We're getting there. Do you guys do the reindeer food? They do that they actually do that in school. I'm kind of surprised they get away with it. It's basically they just take some oatmeal and they put glitter in it and they call it reindeer food, and you sprinkle that on your front yard. So that way they the reindeer see that and they know to go to your house. acetate. Of course, we're a little bit beyond the whole Santa phase. You know, with the Shadow whiskey. All right, I'm gonna mix up what I owe. That pack. Didn't we already get a letter? Here's an S. I hope that means they didn't screw us out of our autograph or sketch. There's an acetate. I was leaving this. I think the autograph was in the top pack in these first couple of boxes. How about, did you two do Elf on the Shelf? Another acetate. Yeah, so the top pack in these first four boxes has had the hit on the right. Got here. What is this guy's name? Babs Olusanmokuin. Okay. So I only looked at the odds on the first one. Did we get any better on the other odds? Let's see. So he's one of the easy ones. She was the easy one. Where's Electra? Electra's one of the level B, which actually is the third hardest. Level C is the second hardest by odds. And where's the last guy at? And he was one of the easy ones. So we'll take the top pack. Here's our patch already. And, oh, hello. We did get a patch. It's a numbered patch. Ooh, is that a 1 or a 2? 1 of 25. How you like that one? I'll just go into the checklist here. Manufactured logo patch set checklist. DCAKR. I don't see that on this checklist. So, doesn't really much matter. I'll take it. Now, does that mean that there's another patch in here, so a regular patch. So I'm guessing this cardboard connection checklist that I'm looking at, I should just kind of ignore it. Now in the last box we had 2 patches. Neither of them were autographed, right? I don't remember seeing that. Just happened to get 2 patches in one box. There's an acetate. There's an acetate. And I wonder if that counts, if there'll be an extra autograph in this box. Or sketch. Acetate. There's an acetate parallel on this one. You know, 10 watchers and you two are the only ones talking. You know, I don't know. Here's a Luke Cage E. I don't know if it's the same E or if that's a different E. I had asked about it, but not one person responded about Deadpool. Okay, yeah, and that autograph, that was our hit in the box. I mean, it looks like it could be fun, but I'll be honest with you, I mean, looking at the sell sheet, it's really confusing. I mean, I guess it'd have to be another pack draft. I don't know any other way to do it, because they mention 100 different parallels and inserts, but they never mention one thing about even general odds. The only thing that I don't like about it in particular is that I think sketches are only 2 a case. So I don't know if the parallels and inserts excuse me, are going to be enough to carry the product. There's an acetate. Oh, I agree. Wholeheartedly. I mean, the only time a pack draft works is when it's something more like a high-end type thing. But the thing is just with if you notice, the pack drafts are usually upper deck because you can't, there's no way at all to understand what they might do with a product. And here's the thing, like say this right here. So if there's two, I'll call them hits, I'll pull a tops. So you get one autograph or sketch, plus you get one of those patches in each box. Now we had, the one box had 2 patches, but let's just go with that. So that's 20. Then you do a spot for the acetates, a spot for the gold acetates. There's 22. And then maybe 2 spots for base cards. Once, oh, and this is something different. This must be one of those harder inserts. BS4, the Black Sky. 1 in 120, so there should be maybe 2 of these in the box. So let's see, so that was, and then probably you do 1 or 2 picks for every other insert in here. But the problem was that when we did the break, there was no odds, and the odds didn't get posted until, you know, like the day before. There's an acetate. So there's what, 40 of us in this break? So I'm not sure if I could get this thing to 40, spread it out to 40 picks. Maybe, maybe 30. There's a Daredevil, excuse me, a Daredevil A. I mean, the only other way we could do it is we just say, okay, we know that they're at least guaranteeing, you know, 1 something per box, and we know they'll be base, we know they'll be, you know, whatever else, and we just set it at a really low number of spots, knowing that we should be safe, and then, you know, when it comes out, keep our fingers crossed that we didn't oversell it. Autograph, wrong pack. Well, I'm sure you guys can see it. I'll just show it. There's Charlie Cox. And I just put the pack back without putting the card back in it. Well, you see now, Ant-Man, there were odds, but the problem was that the sell sheet, you know, I honestly don't think we got shorted on Ant-Man. I think, like somebody else had posted the same thing. I believe what happened was they were basically saying 2. I can't remember exactly how it was worded, but it was like 2 hits total per box, or. And the way that it was actually worded on the sell sheet was completely different. So I think it was one hit and 1 relic, or whatever it was. And you know, we just played that. You know, we played the grammar aspect of it, and it worked in our favor. Acetate. I mean, that's why they put that on average. And when I made the request to them, I said, you know, I understand it's on average, but when your sell sheet and everybody that advertises that's selling your product says you're going to get 32 hits in a case, and we end up with 23. I'm like, that's a lot more different. You know, that's way off of on average. And, you know, that's what I based my whole argument on. There's an acetate. But I really think that the problem with Upper Deck is that I don't think they have their products thought through all the way before they put out the sell sheets. You know, not even close. Well, I always like to mention more than once about the group breaks, you know, and I think when I get a hold of somebody who actually knows the business, and when they, you know, when they say, oh geez, there's, you know, 35 people that I can either make happy or I can piss off, you know, versus just me who, you know, when it's just one person, they don't care as much. And also when it's on a large forum like that. So I think that it carries a little bit of weight. I'm not a huge Indian fan. Acetate. So if I'm picking between those two, I'm picking pizza. But if it's Indian, I gotta go pretty basic, you know. What is it? I get my naan. I get what's that potato thing? It's like mashed potatoes wrapped in a dough shell. Comes sort of like in a long roll. And the one pretty basic chicken dish, was it? Chicken tikka masala, something like that. I don't know, we I have no idea. There's an acetate. Whenever we go to visit my wife's uncle up in Boston, there's a really good Indian restaurant. My wife loves Indian. So we always, you know, we get the same things. And then there's like these kind of a dumpling looking thing. I think it's got chickpeas in it. But then you dip it in a sweet sauce. There's an R. You know what? I'll save that top pack just in case that's where the hit is. That was the second pack. All right. Let me just get this one out of the way, and then we'll see who that was. And who'd we get? Who'd we get? Who'd we get? All right. Tell you what, the one thing I like, I mean, the list is a decent list, is we haven't gotten any duplicates. So we got ourselves Misty Knight. I am surprised we haven't gotten a sketch yet, since based off the odds we should have two. I don't know, my go-to is always Chinese. Here's one of the harder inserts. The hand. It's number 1. I might be spoiled on pizza though, because that's kind of like our thing in the Northeast. Specifically if you're in the New Jersey, Philadelphia, New York area. So I guess I'm being a pizza snob, but I can't imagine good pizza outside of the area that I live in. Oh, what are your local like for me, I mean, the local food would probably be in a diner, which is just, you know, like cheeseburgers and things like that, I guess would be American food. I don't know, all of our food comes from other countries. You know, it's funny is the town that I live in is actually the highest concentration of Italian. Well, I don't know if it still is. It was when the last census they did, but it was the highest concentration of Italian Americans in the United States. And we have a lot of Italian restaurants in our town, and it's funny because all the cooks are Mexicans. Most of them aren't actually Italians. The Italians just own the restaurants. We also have a lot of farmers, so we have a lot of migrant workers. So a lot of them have switched over and they don't farm anymore, so they work in the restaurants. Acetate parallel. So what do you have good for takeout for like whatever type of food it is? You know, again, because of all the migrants in my town, we have a lot of good Mexican restaurants. And there's a Chinese restaurant. It's got to be on every corner in America. Gotcha. Acetate. Yeah, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, and Haitians. They're probably the three main nationalities. Here's a D. I don't think we got any an F yet. I'll flip this over since the hit always seemed to be on the top pack or two. Acetate parallel. Acetate parallel. I gotta tell you, I was really expecting to get another gold. I just would think, I can't imagine that they made a ton of this. So if the golds are numbered to 13 and a 100 card set, so that's 1,300. I mean, one case is 1,300 cases. I think that's too much. I was figuring we get 2 of them, maybe even 3. And you figure a 500 case run. And we got a sketch. And it's actually of one of the characters, Michael Paris. And it is a sketch of Iron Fist. Just get so it focuses. So it sounds like, Russell, I gotta go open up a cheesesteak stand in your neck of the woods. Well, Blue, are you okay with the the sketches of Iron Fist, but it's more of the cartoon version. Good enough? It's funny you say that, Russell, because I'll be honest with you. I'm not saying that they're not good. They are. But they're very greasy, sloppy sandwiches. They kind of get a Philly cheesesteak sort of gets talked up a little more than it should. There's there's an acetate, two nationally known places that are across the street from each other. You gotta wait in line for a half an hour just to get a sandwich. Yeah, definitely. There's an acetate. No problem. There's our autograph. Well, I gotta tell you, I am happy that the first few boxes, the autograph was in the exact same spot, and I'm not a fan of that. As much fun as it is for me to be able to tell you where the hit is in a box, that means if you go somewhere that's selling packs, it's a very strong possibility that somebody already cherry-picked it. So what part of the world do you live in, Blue? Acetate. Excuse me. Very fun. Yeah, I remember when I used to listen to Howard Stern. What's his name? Richard Christie. He's from Kansas. I wouldn't go that far back. Here's another one of these harder inserts. It's our second Black Sky. I forget where specifically in Kansas he said he was from, but I know it was extremely rural. You know, like he grew up on a farm. There's an acetate. Eating roadkill and such. And here's an N. Okay, let's see. Who was our autograph? I did not look. Ramon Rodriguez as Bakuto. Three boxes to go. Should be one more sketch. I think I just flipped these around, so I have a feeling we're going to hit our hit. There's an acetate. Well, these crying kids, are they crying because they're fighting or crying because of some other event? Acetate. Yeah, just what a little kid wants to do, go and go to a wedding. There's another E. I mean, there's a lot of E's in Defenders. But like I said, I don't think we've gotten an F yet. I think we got all the other letters. So if somebody wanted to mix match the characters, you might be able to spell it. Of course, like I said, I think right now you're only spelling Dender. I'm going to work from the bottom up. Actually, I'll alternate. Yeah. I got a Sharpie. I could color it in. Sketch. This is an interesting sketch. I'm just gonna I will say that I do like it when sketches are different. There's an acetate parallel. There's a sketch by Ivan Rodriguez. I guess after he retired from baseball, he decided to become a sketch artist. Another acetate. I don't think we got another gold, and I skipped it. Pretty sure these have all just been regular acetates. Obviously, when I go through all the packs and list them up, we'll know for sure. Alright, we have, I wonder if this could be part of a puzzle, you wonder, but I don't think it is. Some focuses. So you got Daredevil's hand and part of his whip. I think the way that he shows the curves, you know, like the pieces of the whip curling in, I don't think that that's part of anything else, you know, like a puzzle. Also the fact that if this one card is just that small of a piece of his arm, it's a huge puzzle. But it's a good quality, you know, it's well detailed. And like I said, I kind of like it when they're different like that. Are either of you in on the space break that we did last night? Opened up. Or if you are, did you see some of the stuff that came out of there? A lot of really cool sketches. Taking me forever to scan them all in, so I only got the first case done. Well, I wouldn't watch the video, and the only reason why I say that is because it's very long. I really expected it to go quickly. You know, the case is, it's 4 boxes and it's 12 packs in each box. Here's our autograph. I don't think this is any. Yeah, this is anything special. I don't know about odds wise if he's a harder what do you call it, grouping. Peter McRobbie, excuse me, as Father Lantom. It's an acetate parallel. Alright, so what's your guess, this last box? What's in it? And who is it? Now, based on the odds, right, because sketches are 1 in 120? Where the hell sketches at? Yeah, 1 in 120, so there's only 200 packs. So the fact that we got 2, we're not getting another. Think we're finally going to get that F? There's an acetate. Either of you planning on putting this base set together? Hey, we got an F. Luke Cage. I mean, the base cards are all right. It might be neat if they're all pieced together. There's an acetate. I tell you, I can't believe we couldn't get a break of Daredevil to go. I mean, that seemed like a really good set. They got all the main cast. The only trying to think, did they? What's her name? The secretary. They didn't get her, did they? Okay. I thought there was one person missing out of that set. I don't remember because I didn't open any. Acetate on that one. Oh, that's right. We already pulled the autograph. It was the priest. I was about to say we didn't get a hit out of the box. Oh, that's Vincent D'Onofrio. I could see he being a tough get. I honestly I wouldn't even think of him being in it. You think there's our autograph. It was not Iron Fist. I couldn't see exactly who it was, but I know it wasn't him. I'll say the first positive is that I didn't see any duplicates in our autographs, which was nice. I know it's not, Iron Fist, but Blue, you could get a Game of Thrones autograph for like probably $5 or $10. There's an acetate again. I was to say, do you think Upper Deck, they're printing all these cards out and then they start seeing the posts about how Netflix was canceling the shows and they're just doing an, oh no. Yeah. There's an acetate. Oh, there's a gold, so that's 2. So if that holds consistent, so that would put you now more at 650 cases. I bet you instead of a son of a, they were probably more of a mother. They went all Samuel L. Jackson on them. Acetate. Okay, what's our last letter? We got their F. I think we have the full... We could spell the word Defenders if we wanted to. I think an E is too easy. I'm thinking there's an R. Alright, we're just about done. I'll start giving you my thoughts. The base cards in this, I mean, they're alright. There's an acetate parallel. I like the base sets from the movies. You know, Ant-Man and Wasp, Black Panther, Ragnarok. I like their base sets better. Even Spider-Man Homecoming, I like their base set. This one, The parallels I like. I mean, the gold acetates are kind of... I'm not a fan of just the color change, but the acetate's nice. I think did I say R? R. Alright, who was our last... You have to use every letter that came out of the case. So we're Defenders. And we end with Michelle Federer as Michelle Raymond. Alright, so anyway, base cards, acetates I like. I like the gimmicky cards. Gold acetates I could have lived without. Something different, I don't know what. The I like the fact that the inserts are actually hard. You know, they have the one easy one with the heroes, but all the other inserts are actually really hard to get. I kind of like that. Those Back from the Dead, they're neat looking with a little, you know, they're on a hinge. I think there's there's an autograph version of those. They gotta be pretty cool looking. The autograph design, it's okay. I don't really have a problem with it. They did a good job with the window. Sure, I can show you an acetate. I showed one in the very beginning, I think before you got on. Excuse me. Let me just find one. Oh, that's a patch. There we go. So, and then the gold is just a gold. It's a gold shade to it. That I can't find. I don't remember what pack that's in. But the patches, you know, they're not really calling them hits per se. You know, they're being upfront with it. They're not saying like Topps where they call the manufacturer thing a hit. They're just saying that the patches fall one in whatever many packs. But again, the autographs, I mean, it's an okay design. I really like how they colored in the window, so that way the stickers kind of blend in. You don't really, you know, they don't stand out so much. The harder inserts, they're okay looking. You know, they're nothing super special, but I like the fact that the odds are tough on them. Gives you something to actually chase when you're collecting them. The sketches we got were cool. I didn't have a problem with either of those. The selection was good on the autographs. We didn't get any duplicates. We got main characters and supporting characters. So, you know, no problems there. Uh, I'd say that's about it.
So overall, I thought that was a pretty decent break. No, we did not get that show header. That the odds on that are crazy. The logo patch one? No, wait a minute. Show header. Hold on. Uh, let's go to we got one back from the dead. We got two black sky. We got one hand. We did not get a header card. No, 1 in 40. If we did, I didn't see it. When I list out all the packs, if I missed it, obviously I'll show it. But yeah, the odds on that were, I don't know. Again, I was looking at Cardboard Connection. The odds seem to be off on their site. So, but it looks like it's at least one every 2 cases. So I didn't see one, and I would hope that if the odds are that long, that it's got to look somewhat special. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll get these listed as soon as possible. Everybody, enjoy the holidays. I will be swimming in cards. I think I'll be having card nightmares for a while. Everybody really kept me busy this last month. And this is the last break. When I say break, I mean cards, actually opening cards for 2018. So we'll be back in January to do that monster Game of Thrones break. Excuse me. Let's see what else. Empire Strikes Back, black and white. And I'm sure I'll still have this cough. It takes years to go away for some reason. And also the Rick and Morty break for season 2 just went up. I was told I could have a maximum of 5 cases, so I just put the break for all 5 cases, and if it fills, it fills. It doesn't, it doesn't. We'll just drop the ones that don't fill. Alright, I guess that's about it. If you guys have anything else you want to see broken, just shoot me a PM over on Blowout Cards. Thanks for watching, and happy holidays.